What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Pookie coming in the house with another video. So yesterday was the Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl 54, Miami, Florida. Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs won 20 to 31. I really didn't care who won this game, really. More because it was all on Ryan Pace because he passed up on Pat Mahomes in the draft, and I really wanted to put the egg on the face of Ryan Pace, you know. Um, but and then for San Francisco, I wanted them to win because of Jimmy Garoppolo. He's from Illinois, and Robbie Gold. He's played for the Chicago Bears, and that's another eye on Ryan Pace because Ryan Pace was the one who cut him. Him and John Fox were the ones that got rid of Robbie Gold, and Robbie Gold is now in the Super Bowl. This was probably the best game Super Bowl I've seen for a while. Um, you know, pretty much like last year it was the most awful Super Bowl game that I ever seen. Um, Man, it was like this game was really really good because like 1 minute like the 49ers had a lead, and then here comes back the Chiefs. Here comes back Patrick Mahomes, but yeah, I know that Jimmy Garoppolo didn't have a good game, and so did Pat Mahomes didn't have a good game. So, but I'll bring up the stats of what the game on. Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers.
The two played yesterday, with the Chiefs winning 31-20.
Okay. Pat Mahomes, he had 26 completions, 42 attempts, and 286 yards, and 3 touchdowns in passing. And Deion Williams had 17 carries and 104 yards, averages 6.1 and 1 touchdown. And man, I thought that the 49ers, man, like what happened to the defense, like it's just like the Bears, like where they just doesn't show up and show out, and who really put down on the game was that cost the 49ers a loss was Richard Sherman and Nick Bosa, man. They really didn't show up, man. Because and I don't know, when Sherman was talking all this smack about in the beginning of the season, like nobody gave him a shot and everything. But then when the bright lights are shining and then stuff, he doesn't show up and show up. He doesn't do I remember like last, when he played with the Seattle Seahawks, he had a few with the 49ers with Apple Tree. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys from the Chiefs were beating Sherman and yeah, I think Pat Mahomes, he had 2 interceptions, and so did Jimmy Garoppolo. He had 2 interceptions in the game, and they said that there was no flaws in the play calls. Like, yeah, there was like some controversial calls, like I think they caused kills, man. Right before the halftime, they said pass interference or something like that. I don't know what it is. And then another time, when the Chiefs scored a touchdown, and the guy was he touched outside, but then the ball crossed the pylon, but his feet were out when he, before when he touched the pylon, and they gave him the touchdown, and they can't, this is the Kansas City Chiefs, whatever. But yeah, um, there's always a controversial about it that nobody liked the halftime show. I thought could have been better, but it was okay. Uh, um, but Shakira and J Lo, what do you expect? Because it's in Florida, and Florida is a big Latin community in itself. But it was probably great. I mean, the Chiefs Andrew Brees finally wins his Super Bowl that he's been alluding, that he is, he wanted when he was an assistant with the Packers, but this is the first time he's won it as a head coach, and he lost to the Patriots. You know that Andy Reid, so but he really deserved it. But yeah. It's been 50 years since the Chiefs made it. I think it was 1970. That was the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I think they played the Vikings in the Super Bowl, and I'm mistaken. But yeah, man. Um, so, man, I mean, what a great season. We had in the 2018 and 2019 season, now it's going to be like everybody's 0-0, and everybody is going to bring up, say, oh, they're going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, the game just ended just Sunday, and we're already picking who's going to win the Super Bowl next year. I mean, it's like, really? So, but yeah, um, man, I'm glad for the Chiefs won in the Super Bowl. It's been a long time, and yeah, I would like the Bears to win in the Super Bowl, but I don't know, it's gonna be a while when they get their acts together. But yeah, man, so it was a good Super Bowl, man. I would say it has been the greatest Super Bowl for a long time. So off to Patrick Mahomes. He breaks the Madden curse. Because, I even thought that the Chiefs were going to lose, because of the Madden curse, but who knows? It's like, I guess it's only when you're the MVP doesn't win the Super Bowl, that, but Pat Mahomes, he didn't win the MVP, but Lamar Jackson didn't make it to the Super Bowl, or so that. And but yeah, let's see who's gonna win it next year. They always say that the team that won it is gonna come back, but so yeah. So now we got to play next XFL games coming up soon. I wanna I wanna make videos about that, and so keep watching out for my videos. Like my video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll notify you every time I um post a new video. So yeah, so the Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowl 54, 31 to 10, 20, 31 to 20. So this is King Pookie, and hopefully I'll see you next year or sometimes in the next XFL. So King Pookie out.